Okay, there. Hi. Good evening. This is Bob Reyes of the Mozilla Philippines community. Thank you for taking time to attend this online meetup. So this is our online meetup for the month of July 2021. Okay ba yung audio or mahina? So far, okay, cool. Okay. So as mentioned earlier, this online meetup is being recorded. So if you don't want your faces to appear in the recording, please stay face muted. Do not turn on your camera. So the agenda for tonight is, so we will have our usual what is Mozilla, some Mozilla Philippines community updates, upcoming events, and then I'm scheduled to give a talk about something awesome. Later, I'll discuss that, and then we'll have Q&A. Nobody signed up for lightning talks, but if you want to speak about anything related to Mozilla, our technologies, and open source, feel free to chat, okay, me first, okay, so that I will be able to give you permission to do the lightning talks. So introduction and shoutouts. Right now we have Angelo, Erison, and Marika in the Zoom room. Okay, so just as like our usual thing during meetups. Oh, Frederick is here. Kumusta, Fred? He's connecting. Okay, so I'll give the talk about Mozilla. So we started with Netscape a few decades ago. Okay, so from Netscape, we came up with a project wherein the source code of Netscape communicator was given to the public, and it was posted via mozilla.org on 31 of March 1998. And from then on, Mozilla evolved into a nonprofit organization that we know now. And as a nonprofit, we have a mission. Our mission is comprised of three things. One, we are building a better internet, and by building a better internet, we can ensure that the internet will remain as a global public resource that is open, accessible, and free for all. We also want to have an internet that truly puts people first, where individuals can shape their own experiences and are empowered, safe, and independent. So whenever there are issues related to net neutrality, openness, accessibility, okay, and especially when you talk about open source, Mozilla is always there. In the Philippines, we started the community in 2009. This September, we'll be celebrating our 12th year in the Philippines. At present, we are comprised, the leadership of Mozilla in the Philippines is comprised of 4 Mozilla reps, 2 regional coordinators. So we have 1 regional coordinator for the Negros Island region, that is Linuel, and we have 1 for the Northern Mindanao area, who is Romar. At present, we have core 8 members for the leadership team. It's comprised of reps, alumni, and core Mozillians. So what's keeping us busy? We continue to localize Firefox and Firefox for Android to Tagalog, Cebuano, and Hiligaynon. We are advocating FOSS, free and open source software, by means of conducting webinars, virtual trainings, etc. We are going to focus on online security and privacy through means of social media, online events, participating in lawmaking procedures, etc. We are also building a learning management system. Right now, we are already using the LMS for localization. So we onboard our new localizers, the volunteers for the localization project, by the LMS. In the near future, we will have courses, online courses for privacy, web development, and Rust programming. All of this free. Mozilla is best known for Firefox. So this is our mantra. So committed to you, your privacy, and an open web. So whenever there are issues related to these things, Mozilla is always there. So this is the Firefox family of products. So I keep on telling people that this one on the left, the JUL, the round Firefox logo, it will not change, or it will not replace the Firefox web browser logo. So this is still the Firefox web browser, as you can see on the screen, except that the bigger one on the left reflects the Firefox family of products. Okay, so when we talk about the family of products, we have the browser, we have Blackwise. Blackwise is our password management tool, and we have Firefox Monitor. For those who do not know what Firefox Monitor is, it is a website service that is accessible via monitor.firefox.com. You can enter your email address there, and it should be able to check if your email has been part of any publicly known breaches in the past. So it will tell you when was a publicly known breach happened, and that will basically give you an idea. If you haven't changed your password from that time on, then maybe you are compromised. Okay. Below are the different flavors of Firefox. So we have nightly, we have dev edition, and we have the beta. Later for my demo, for my talk, I'll be using Firefox nightly. We also have Firefox for Android and Firefox for iOS. Okay, so if you are using Firefox for your desktop or laptop, be it on Windows, Linux, or Mac, and you are also using it on your mobile device, you can sync bookmarks, save passwords, and even history. Lastly, we have Firefox Relay. So if you want to subscribe to websites that you do not trust, okay, and you don't want to give them your actual email address, the best way to do it is to create a relay email, okay, or like a forwarder. So we can provide you with that. Just go to relay.firefox.com, okay, but you need to sign in so that all emails forwarded using the relay email will be forwarded to your actual email address. If you do not need that particular relay email address anymore, then you just have to log in again to relay.firefox.com and delete the forwarder so that you will stop receiving emails wherever you use that relay email address. Some updates. So Firefox 90.0.2 has been released. If you haven't updated Firefox, it means that you are not using it as your default browser. Please do update. The localization of Firefox, both for desktop and Android in Tagalog, is still ongoing. Right now, we are also localizing Firefox for Android to Cebuano and Hiligaynon. If you want to participate, we have a particular blog post at MozillaPH.org, or can just go to join.MozillaPH.org. Later, I'll talk about that. Every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Manila time, we have the Mozilla PH office hours via YouTube and Facebook. This week, actually yesterday, we sent a letter to Senator Nancy Binay regarding the Open Access in Data Transmission Bill, which is currently pending at the Senate. This particular bill has passed on to the second reading at the Congress during the last Congress, but at the Senate it's not moving. So we are asking her to do her part, do the Senate's part for this particular bill to move forward. Okay, we need this for the betterment of everyone. Okay, so this will give better access to every Filipino. For upcoming events, next month we are going to have a social media team meeting that will be on Saturday, August 14 at 7 p.m. via Zoom. On the same night, Mozilla PH localization sprint will happen. This one is at 9 p.m., both at Manila time. So how to volunteer at Mozilla? So we need everyone, okay? We need additional hands. Just go to join.mozillaph.org, accomplish that online form, and from there, we'll get in touch with you. So basically, we need people to use and test our products like Firefox and Firefox for Android. We need people to spread the word about free and open source software and online privacy, especially this time, okay? And that the election is forthcoming. We need people who are willing to learn and to be trained in helping other people become web literate. And basically, we just need people to be more awesome online. This is our community portal. If you are attending this, you will receive an email from us inviting you to join the community portal. So there's a group there for Mozilla Philippines. So if you want to join the MozillaPH social media team, so we are still in need of volunteers with or without experience in social media management. So we'll try to work this one out. We will learn from you. You will learn from us. Just sign up. Okay, go to bit.ly/join MozillaPH SocMed team. And lastly, these are our social media touch points. So we are on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and on Instagram. If you are the email type of person, feel free to email us via info@mozillaphilippines.org, or you may also chat with us via chat.mozilla.org. Just search for the Mozilla Philippines chat room. Okay, so we'll skip this later. Okay. So there. So I was the assigned speaker for tonight. So I'm going to talk about Mozilla Hubs. So before that, I will have to switch to my other slide. Meron bang tanong, or do you wish to clarify anything regarding my introduction? Okay, so there. Hoy, madami na tayo. Kumusta, Kevin sa Frederick? I just have to switch my slides. Poop, poop, poop. Anyone here who had heard about Hubs by Mozilla before tonight, or had tried Hubs before? Not yet. Okay, cool. Sige. So this one is awesome, except that I cannot switch to my slide. Wait ka. Dali lang. Slideshow. Setup. Slideshow. Presented. Full screen. Yun. Pinag-experimento ko kasi kanina yung aking slide deck. Okay. Share screen. Portion. There. Can you see my screen now? Okay, cool. Okay. So there. So I need my screen set up properly. Cool, awesome. Okay. So this is Hubs by Mozilla. So again, let me introduce myself. My name is Bob Reyes. I'm one of the reps mentor at Mozilla, and also a tech speaker, and I'm based here in the Philippines. I've been doing this kind of stuff since 2011. I also write for the Manila Bulletin as a tech columnist, and if you're on Twitter, yeah, you may follow me via @Bob Reyes, and been using Firefox since version 1. That's me. Okay? So if you do, can see me now. Okay. Nasa Pilipinas lang ako. Okay, magalala. Okay, so what is Hubs by Mozilla? A few years back, okay, we have this virtual reality team at Mozilla. We did quite awesome stuff. Okay. And then the direction of Mozilla changed last year, effectively changing the direction of the virtual reality team. Okay. And then yung iba nawala, yung ibang members ng DR team nawala, lumipat sa ibang companies, but they're still doing awesome things now, okay, that you may had tried, okay, previously, okay. And then merong isang project coming from the Mozilla Labs, okay. Yung Mozilla Labs, yung mga experiments, at ang tawag sa kanya yung Mozilla, yung Hubs, okay. So ano ba yung ginagawa ng Hubs na yan? Yung Hubs is a virtual collaboration platform, okay. Ang kagandahan sa Mozilla Hubs is that you don't need special tools if you don't have this special equipment or tools. A web browser and internet connection will do. Okay, so that's how awesome Hubs is. Okay, so with Hubs, you can create 3D spaces. And since it is browser-based, syempre, konting click ang kailangan mo. And then when you create this virtual space na 3D, okay, for you to be able to share and invite people, it will be as easy as giving them a URL. So parang Zoom, diba? For you to join a Zoom meeting or a Zoom call, You just need to click on a Zoom link, okay? The idea is something similar to that, except that instead of you installing Zoom on your device or on your computer, okay, pwede na yung browser. Yeah, you can also do that with Zoom. Pero this one is on a 3D space. You don't need to install anything because or go to an app store, okay? So it is built for every device. Like what kind of devices, okay? So when hubs and all of the VR stuff at Mozilla is being developed, so what we always do is we use the web standards, okay? Doon kilala Mozilla so promotor ng mga web standards. So we are actually using WebVR. Not sure if you had seen me present before about WebVR. And eventually we'll be using WebXR, okay? So ano pinagkaiba ng WebVR sa WebXR? Yung WebVR is web virtual reality. Yung WebXR is web extended reality. Okay? So sinasabi ng iba, ng mga technologies, yung VR, patay na yon or wala na sa uso. Okay? Hindi na uso VR ngayon. Ang uso na ngayon, XR. Okay? So, ano ba yung XR na yan? So, yan yung kaya mong i-experience yung mga different spatial stuff even without using special tools. Okay? Yung iba gumagamit lang ng cellphone. Okay? Hindi ko alam kung nakita nyo na somewhere in social media or sa YouTube. Meron yung mga e-books na may gagamit ka ng app. Tapos, pag tinapat mo yung camera ng cellphone mo, okay, or ng computer, makikita mo doon sa book, lumalabas yung mga characters, lumalabas yung mga bahay, yung mga objects, etc. So, that is part of mixed reality. Okay? So, that's XR, extended reality. Okay? So pagka itong Mozilla Hubs, it runs within that space. Okay? So ano ang pwede mong gamitin? So pwede mong gamitin kahit anong device that can understand WebVR and WebXR. Okay? Based on the web standards. Okay? From the advanced hardware like Oculus Rift na pag-aari na ngayon ng Facebook, okay, or ng HTC Vive, or yung alternatives na Daydream, gawa ng Google, and yung cardboard viewer. I don't have my cardboard here, pero yun ang pinaka-inexpensive eh. I think that was Christmas of 2018. Sabi nila, sa Pilipinas, ang pinakamaraming nabenta na regalo nung Pasko na yon, yung mga VR boxes. Okay? Noong una, binibenta yun ng something like 1,000 plus pesos. Pero during that Christmas, makakabili ka sa bangketa ng 100 pesos. So I bet meron kayo noon or nakatanggap ka somewhere 2018, 2019. Okay? So ganun naging mainstream yung VR. You can also use your desktop or mobile phone. Okay? I was testing an installation earlier and my friend was using her iOS device, iPhone. Okay? Medyo choppy lang kasi niloloko ko kasi hindi Firefox yung gamit niya. So pag sa hubs, you can use your desktop or your mobile phone. That's perfectly fine. Of course, this is built by Mozilla, so privacy is key. And we ensure that privacy, especially when meeting others in mixed reality, will be the first and foremost. So it's the guiding principle. Whenever we work and we create stuff, the first layer is always privacy. So this one, you can be assured. Second, we want to shape yung idea ng mixed reality wherein people, especially the youth, the kids, will feel safe, okay, and they are confident that when they create things using tools, options, and features, they will feel empowered, okay? Hindi yung katatakutan mo yung technology, katakutan mo yung ibang taong nakakausap mo doon sa space na yon, etc. Okay? So that is not part of our intention. And lastly, we want to build an experience na nasa open source space so that you can build with yourself using the tools that we are presenting. And if you want to contribute and to be part of that awesome community of builders, you are free to check on the source code and to contribute your suggestions. If you see any flaws, errors, or security holes, that is more than you are more than welcome to participate. And Mozilla Hubs by Mozilla is built for scaling. So what do we mean when we say that? Yung experience that we have right now at Hubs is on an experiment level. And as we always say, lahat ng ginagawa namin sa Mozilla is basically an experiment, okay? But the technology that powers it can be extended in a tremendous way, okay? In exciting ways, okay? So right now we are working on kits to create your own custom spaces, create your powerful avatars and identity options. We are also working on integrations with existing communication tools like Zoom. Okay, I'll talk about that later and more. Okay. So, para kanino ba yung hubs na yan? So, who is hubs for? Hubs is basically for everyone. So, if you know how to use the internet, if you know how to launch a web browser and surf the web, Hubs is for you. Okay. So, this is a great way to bring communities together in a shared virtual space. So, it's like later I'll tell you a story. So, we have a celebration. This is a global celebration for my team, for Frederick. Yan, kakasama kami na Frederick sa team. Except that it's pandemic. So instead of flying us all in one place, naging virtual siya. So, and there's no better way to do that virtually using hubs. Okay? So, ang ibang use case pa ng hubs, pwede kang mag-conduct ng conference, ng klase, okay? Or kung gusto mo magkaroon ng exhibit, if you have an art exhibit or a photography exhibit, or kung gusto mo lang makipagkwentuhan sa mga kaibigan mo na magkakasama kayo sa isang virtual room instead na Zoom, okay? Kasi isang problema sa Zoom, sometimes it eats a lot of resources. Not just bandwidth, pati yung mismong computer, di ba? You need to have a camera, etc. So with this, you don't need a camera because you can create your own avatar, etc. So Hubs makes it easy to connect and share images, videos, 3D models, and more. So with Hubs, spatialized audio, that is something cool that we have, okay? You can have conversations doon sa mga taong na doon sa space, and I cannot demo it here, but you need to experience it yourself. Pag nandun ka sa hub, so kaya siya sinabing spatial, halimbawa, yung kausap mo pumunta sa likod mo, so pumunta sa likod ng avatar mo, yung tunog will be coming from the back of your headset, something like that, okay? Sa YouTube, you can search for spatial audio. So yung mga 3D, sinasabi lang 3D audio. So it's something like that, and that is built into Mozilla Hubs. As I mentioned, so it works across different platforms. So if you have a VR headset, if you have a desktop computer, laptop, tablet, or even a mobile device. Except that if you will be using it on a mobile device, syempre, may downside. Okay? Hindi lahat ng mobile device ganun ka-powerful. So what can you do inside Hubs? So you can create rooms. So you can go to hubs.mozilla.com. You can join an existing room. There are several ways of joining. It's either the one who created the room will give you a link, or they can just, or he or she can just give you a code. Okay, so parang Zoom. You can enter a room, and yeah, these are the devices. So yeah, so some features may be limited on low power devices like mobile device or mobile phones. For 2D experience, all you need is just a desktop, okay, with modern browsers, be it a Windows, Mac, or Linux. And then it also works for Android and iOS, kasi sa Safari. For VR, of course, you need the headsets. Problema lang, mahal. Okay, I have an Oculus device, pero yung accessories mahirap hanapin sa Pilipinas. Okay, kahit yung remote lang, the remote is something like in dollars, something like $20 to $30. Pero sa abroad mo siya bibilin, so kailangan ko kasi ng replacement remote. So pag pinarating ko siya rito, mas mahal pa yung shipping kaysa doon sa mismong remote. So nagsettle na lang ako, bumili ako ng Bluetooth remote sa, syempre, Shopee. Pang temporary. Okay? So different standalone VR devices, okay, etc. So basically, all existing VR devices that we have right now, you can use hubs. So how do you customize hubs? Simple. Since it is open source, you can contribute and customize it by coding, or there's a tool later. I'll show you. Okay. You may upload personalized avatars and create unique environments using Spoke. So this is the tool. I'm going to talk about what Spoke is in just a moment. So here, okay? So we need to build scenes. So meron ba dito nakagamit na ng ano? Atin gawa ng Mojang, binili ng Microsoft. Hindi Roblox eh. Ang tawag dito. And what kind of game is that? I forgot the name, but it's being played by my son and by my daughter. Oh, there, Minecraft. What's that? Minecraft, Dora. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there, Minecraft. I don't play that game, but yeah, in some schools they use it for education. So it's like Spoke is something similar, okay, to that. So with Spoke, I can create online 3D scenes. So this is an editor, but you don't need to install anything. So this one is created by our mixed reality team. So it lets you build environments using 3D models, architecture kit pieces, lights, images, videos, and more. So once your scene is ready, just have to upload it, okay, or create it, okay. It uses GL transmission format or GLTF, okay. So there are other softwares wherein you can create and export to GLTF, gagana siya. So ganito yung itsura niya, okay. So this is a video without audio, so I'll just tell you what it is. So you can create a 3D space, okay, with Spoke. So ganyan yung itsura niya, nasa browser lang yan, sa Firefox lang siya. Medyo fast forward. So you can create those kinds of stuff, okay, 3D. And then once it is done, you just have to publish it, and that will serve as your 3D space wherein you and your friends, your students, your colleagues will be able to hang in doon. So as a chat room, okay? A chat room that you can talk using voice, you can chat via text, etc. Okay? With avatars. So ganyan itsura niya, mas dali lang siyang gamitin, okay? Except that ako ginagamit ko siya sa computer. I haven't tried it using a tablet or a smartphone yet kasi syempre mas powerful pa rin yung computer. So what can you do at Spoke? You can create, okay? You can discover. Merong mga ginawa na ng ibang tao that you can reuse. You can also edit them, okay? So yun, you can also share, okay? So if you are someone who is cool in creating 3D spaces, if you have that expertise, so you can basically create anything and share it with other people. So from the Hubs team, okay, on their latest meeting, so they share their long-term goals. So ano ang long-term goals ng Hubs? One is that to make the platform easily extensible so that developers will be able to create content, okay? More types of content that can be shared in a 3D space. So that is one. Second is that they want video conferencing to be made available on Hubs, okay? So as I mentioned earlier, one of the aims is to be able to call via Hubs to a Zoom room, okay? Something like that. So you can also provide a general purpose solution for sharing 2D web content. And lastly, to extend it, okay? So that you can, right now, there is a feature called Bloom that you can have effects like this. Okay, so this one is a 3D model. Ito yung nasa kanan, sinusubukan na yung Zoom component. So you can call from within a Hubs environment. So itong yung 3D environment na yan, tapos tawag ka na lang. So you don't need to go out of your web browser. Yung kinikwento ko kanina, when we celebrated our 10th anniversary at the Mozilla Reps program, so hindi kami mapatawag at mapupunta sa isang lugar to physically celebrate. So what we did, so we created a hubs room, something like this. So para siyang theater, para siyang ito, malaking amphitheater, and we can roam around. This was the opening night. So the leaders are there on the stage. Maraming times lang kasi syempre global. So iba-iba yung time zone. Tapos dito you listen, they're saying something, tapos you can roam around, check on the photos na sa wall. So pwede mo hanapin yung sarili mo. So yun. So hanggang second floor yon. So kita yon, nasa second floor ako, pinipicturean ko sila. So this was the screenshot that I had. You can roam around and yeah, basically that's it. And for this part, may tanong ba so far? Questions so far? Sorry, stop. May mga katanungan? Hindi lang I'll just be loading this. So I'm going to demo pre-made scene here. Okay. Can you see my screen now? Okay, cool. Salamat. Okay. Balikan kita, Angelo, sa tanong mo. Okay, maya. Okay. So this is something that I already created. This is the MozillaPH hubs room. So I'll just join. Okay. So yon. So this one is I'm already inside. Hopefully you can see it. Okay. So what you can do here, pwede kang mag-roam around. Pwede kang umikot. I'm using my mouse. Pwede rin keyboard. Okay. So para ka lang naglalaro. Okay. So there's a ceiling fan there. This one, I can go and roam doon sa lugar. Okay. Sana hindi kayo mahilo. Okay. So lumabas lang ako ng kabilang room. Pasok tayo sa kabila. Okay. So let's say, so ano yung use case niya? Yung kanina, yung isang room, that would be your main hall. So lahat ng attendees. So pwede ka tapos kung meron kayong mini meeting, you can call some of your colleagues to go to this small room. So parang ito na yung breakout room. So what's the difference? If you're here inside this room and I will be speaking, okay? So lumalapit ako sa mic ko, hindi nila ako maririnig doon sa kabilang room. Bakit? Kasi may walls, okay? Unless merong tao na nandito sa pintuan, maririnig niya ako. Okay? Pero kung nandoon sila sa kabilang hall, di ba? Kita mo gaano kalayo. Ito yung main hall na sinasabi ko kanina. Dito tayo nagsimula. So kung nandito ako, tapos may nagmi-meeting dun sa kabilang kwarto, hindi kami magkakarinigan. So this is like, if you're in a Zoom room, this is already a breakout room. Something to that effect. Okay? So first person point of view ba to? Yes. Okay? So other people, if they will join, they should be able to see your avatar. So ano itsura ko? This is what I look like. Okay? That's what I look like. So I can change that. So different avatars available. I can also customize it. Okay? So pwede akong mag-create ng bago. Okay? Pwede mo, kung gusto mo, ilagay mo yung mismong mukha mo. Pwede yun. Okay? So that is one. What else? Pwede rin, not sure if this is going to work subukan lang natin. Kasi naka-on yung camera ko. I can there. So I can put myself on somewhere here, okay, for other people to see. Okay? So, yan. So, pwede kang magkaroon ng ganyan. So, kung gusto mo talagang magkakakitaan kayo, so pwede mong gamitin yung camera mo, just give your camera a permission doon sa web browser and yeah, magkakakitaan na kayo. So para pwede na kayong mag-meeting kung gusto nyo. Except that, syempre, pwede pumesto kahit saan yung iba-ibang tao. Okay, so I'm going to close this one now. Share. Okay, so that is one. So I can share camera, I can share the screen. Pwede rin. There are reactions. So parang Zoom lang. So merong clap, clap, clap. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So many there. Kung gusto mong tumambay lang, standby ka lang. Yan. So hintay mo kung may darating. What will happen is that you can just give this link to other people. So copy the link, give it to them, and then they should be able to join. Or they can just go, you can just go and give them the room code. Pag room code, they ask them to go to hub that link and then enter the room code, etc. Pwede mo ring i-embed ito mismong hub sa website mo or sa webpage. Okay? So that is hub. Ito, ginawa ko lang ito dati pero I have to redo it kanina for demo purposes. So, ginagamit lang namin ito for demo and I think one time we used it sa MozillaPH leadership for a meeting. Pero it's awesome. Ano pa? Pwede kayo mag-chat. So, may chat box siya. So, mabuhay. Okay? So, kung walang audio yung kausap mo, pwede kayo mag-chat. Makikita mo sino mga tao. Diyan, okay? Anong objects meron, wala pang nilalapag. So, meron kang gusto ipakita, pwede ka mag-upload ng picture, ng video, etc. So, yan. This is what hubs look like. And it's free. Okay? It's free. All you need to go to do is go to hubs.mozilla.com. So, merong dati sa nagtanong, what if we don't want to use hubs.mozilla.com and we want to host our own instance of this? Pwede, okay? If you are using AWS, just go to the AWS marketplace. Meron ng machine na ginawa doon or you can always create your own. Okay? So this one, may TV, you can put pictures there maybe. Okay? Except that I'm not using my own device here. Nakalimutan kong lagyan ng doorknob yung pintuan. So hindi ko siya mabuksan. Hindi ako makalabas. Hindi ako makalabas. So yun. I wanted to demo how to create this except that I might break my connection and on the Zoom. Maybe I'll just record it somewhere. Pero kanina, yun sa pinakita kong video na maliit, it's basically how you do it sa Spoke. Okay, I'll stop sharing this. There, any questions? So, tanong ni Angelo is, sa PC po, may minimum requirements ba o kahit even sa browser lang siya mag-run? If you can run the latest version of web browsers, that would be okay. Of course, pero pagka gumawa ka syempre ng 3D elements, yung pag-render might take some time kung hindi ganun ka-bilis yung computer mo. So, pero this runs on the browser. And the browsers, especially like Firefox, they don't eat much resources or memory. So, tamang requirements lang, specs ng computer will do. So, pwede po ba yan sa browser ng phone? Yes. This has been tried with Firefox. And if you're using iOS, it will work on Safari. Okay. With the two other browsers, I haven't tried it. Some phone, some mobile phone. Pero if you are going to use it sa desktop, any browser that is modern, gagana yan. What about bandwidth? If you're talking about the internet bandwidth, it's basically a web page. Okay? So it doesn't eat that much. Tamang okay lang yun. So ano pa? So tanong kanina. Okay. So sino pa may tanong? Is it cool ba? Cool. Tingnan ko sa Spoke. Dahil lang I hope I won't break this. So I'm going to share my screen again. Here. There. So hopefully you can see it. This is the template that I've used for that one. So kung makikita mo, nasa nasa loob siya ng crater. Sayo, Taal volcano yan. So, tas may puno. So this is the room. So this is how it's going to look like if there will be people sitting on the couch. Okay. This is just a photo. So there. If you want to put other things, okay. So para ka lang gumagawa ng sa Sketchfab or any 3D3-dimensional na software. The only difference is this is web-based. Okay. I'm not sure if how responsive it is on your side dito sa base sa pinapresent ko, pero my computer is just using 8 gig of memory. Okay. Hindi siya ganun ka-powerful. Okay, so yan siya. So, pwede ka lumipad. So yun, kita mo yung itsura niya. It's just a this type. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, this one. That other room is the breakout room. So kita nyo kung gaano siya kalayo mula doon sa main hall, doon sa sala. So hindi na kayo magkakarinigan yan. Pagka tinesting mo to, tapos nandito yung isang tao, so tapos nagsalita ka sa likod ng isang tao, sa likod ng avatar, ang dating sa earphone mo nun or sa speaker mo, sa speaker hindi masyadong kuha, dapat naka-earphone ka para makuha mo yung spatial audio. Na doon sa likod mo yung nagsasalita. So ganun yung effect. Okay. Sino pa may tanong? Dati hindi ganito kabilis yung spoke. So our engineers over this pandemic had been awesome and they created more enhancements. So ito, kahit bata, pwede mong turuan on how to create stuff. Okay? So my assets. So yung isa sa mga asset ko yung picture. Ito, logo namin. Ay, sorry. Okay. So there. So this logo, it's just an asset. Okay. So kung gusto mong magdagdag pa ng asset, pwede rin naman. Okay. So this is the couch. Yan. Dagdag ka ng inusod ko lang. Undo. Okay. So paano pag-create? Syempre, just like any 3-dimensional software, gagawin mo muna yung pinaka-base plate. So pag nagawa ka ng base plate, ibig sabihin, doon ka lang pwedeng mag-create ng items within that particular space or hub. So ito na. Tapos once you are done, you can just click on open in hubs or publish to hubs. Pag pinablish mo siya sa hub, so it depends on your settings. You can have it private or can have it only for yourself and for your colleagues or family members. Okay, so libre yan. Oh. So ganyan siya. Yan. Nasa loob ka ng crater ng isang volcano. Okay? Sino pa may mga katanungan? Marika, may tanong ka? Tagal ko na din nakita si Marika eh. Wala po. Okay. How about, si Angelo, Erison, Fred, Adrian, Kevin, Jezreel. Okay. So, nasagot na rin daw yung question. Yun. So, the aim from the Mozilla VR team dati was just to bring VR to everyone. Okay. So, without using specialized tools, kung wala ka, you should be able to enjoy. Okay. So, yung pinakita kong demo, if you are inside the hubs room of MozillaPH, imagine if you are using a VR headset. Okay. So, mas cool yun. Okay. Yung system, yung tanong ni Marika, system requirements. bare minimum for as long as you are able to smoothly run any browser, not on your desktop or on your machine. That's fine. Okay. Meron bang gusto magsalita for lightning talks? Fred, Kebs, they want to add anything? Okay. If you have questions, sorry, ito pala, meron pa ako dito. You say, yeah. Dahil lang 1 minute. Ito. Meron pa pala ako. Okay, so if you want to play around Mozilla Hubs and Spoke, can go to this URLs, hubs.mozilla.com and hubs.mozilla.com/spoke. Okay? Walang abgeek dito pero yon, dati meron kaibigan, this is something related to aviation, hub and spoke. So when we talk about airlines, there's a hub and spoke type of thing. So yung mga destination. So yan, so it's pretty similar, hubs and spoke. And if you have questions, my email is bob@mozillaph.org, or you can just go to MozillaPH or .org or Mozilla Philippines.org. Okay. Kung wala nang mga katanungan, that is our session for tonight. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Okay? Wala na, huling. Okay. Nawala. May nawala. Okay. Huling last chance. Going once, twice. Okay? So with that, we conclude tonight's meetup. Maraming salamat for joining at ingat kayo kung nasaan man kayo naroroon. Okay? See you again online. Maraming salamat. See you. Ingat kayo lahat. Thank you.